खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में। खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में। ये तूने क्या किया, ये तूने क्या किया, डूबा मैं दिल की जन्नत में। खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में। जो खालीपन था, जो सूना मन था, वो खिल उठा है जाने खुदा। बदल रहा है हर एक मौसम, बेचैन दिल का जाने खुदा, जाने खुदा, जाने खुदा। तुमसे मिलके मैंने जाना जोश क्या जुनूं है क्या, भूल बैठा सब कुछ मैं तो, चैन क्या सुकून है क्या, चाहत में। खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में। खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में। जो बढ़ रहा है दिलों का रिश्ता, वो बढ़ता जाए है ये दुआ। टूटे कभी ना ये सिलसिला, अब सारी उम्र बस है ये दुआ, है ये दुआ, है ये दुआ। तुमसे मिलके मैंने जाना रंग क्या, छाँव क्या, धूप क्या, चाहत में। खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में। खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में।
Beautiful tune indeed, titled Kali Salam from the movie. Well, you have to wait until the program is ended so we could give you the name of that movie. Good night to each and every one of you. And hey, good night, Mr. Kenneth Rampersad. How are you?
Well, good evening, Shanaz, and good evening to all our viewers. How you guys are doing, and how are you, Shanaz?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. Let's say good night to I see we have Mr. Harry George from Canada. Cassandra Fox, a wonderful person. Cassandra Fox will be joining our conversation pretty soon. The founder of the Caribbean Voice, Mr. Anand Budram. Harry, thank you very much. The beautiful Liz Paduman, how you doing? Let's say Eid Mubarak. That's right. It was Eid al-Adha for all the entire Muslim community. So that means you guys have a lot of beef and a lot of lamb going around. Hey, good evening to Rajiv Raj Narayan, Lalita Dear Prasad, how are you doing? Good night, good night, good night to each and every one of you. Yashoda Takradin, and I believe we're missing a few people here. The Caribbean Voice Media, hey Shanta, good night to you. Alvin Ramsaroop, good night to each and every one of you. Good night to our Caribbean Voice members and our board members. Good night to the beautiful Bibi Ahmad in Guyana and all the others locked on. We're giving you guys a few minutes to share the link. Sharing is caring. We want
That's right.
You know, we want to see it on everybody's page. Underground Sound is in the building. Good night to the beautiful Varshini Kendernath. That's right, Alvin. Good night, good night.
And good night to Shanta Shivdat from Lenora. She's locked on. Jasuda Takurdin, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago.
And I could count on Alvin when it comes to sharing. He's always sharing. Thank you, Alvin. And I urge you guys to share the link. Let's get it on everybody's page.
That's right. That's the way to do it.
Happy Monday to you guys. I hope you had a productive day at work. How was your day?
Yes. Today I did a lot of filing and sort out a lot of paperwork. As you know, I came back last night from Canada. I was a little tired this morning, but
you made it. That's good.
That's
I don't know how you do it. You sometimes pushes yourself to do a lot, but you're here, and that's what, you know, it makes a difference. My day was fantastic. I had an easygoing day. I came back from Guyana very relaxed and with 10 pounds off my shoulder.
Really?
And I plan on keeping it that way.
Oh, that's nice. I thought really that you eat a lot with all them fruits that you had.
That's right. We're eating healthy. It's all about the mind-body connection. We say eat healthy. We promote healthy eating. And it's all about exercising. So I keep it moderate, you know.
That's right.
And
welcome
relaxes
to
my mind.
Oh, good. And we forget to tell you, welcome to the Mind-Body Connection. That's brought to you by the Caribbean Voice on Island Zone Radio.
That's right. We have the beautiful Linai on. Cassandra Fox, good night. Roshni Sukdeo, how you doing? We're going to get to you pretty soon, Roshni. Alvin said the link is free to share, everyone. And I know a few weeks we keep urging everyone to share it, but as much as we're saying good night to everyone, and they're in our chat box, they still are not sharing it, but they're part of our conversation. They claim that they're enjoying the program. So if you're enjoying something and you know it's beneficiary, share it to someone else. They might need it as much.
And that's what one of the things that we want to do, Shanaz, is we bring a lot of conversation, a lot of topics that, you know, would be beneficial to our people, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people here, you know, some of them are not accessible to this kind of information. And, you know, we want people to get this information.
I would really like this program to be aired, and we're looking to get it aired in Skellenberbees because our local folks need a program like this on one of the major television network in Guyana, Channel 19. So I'm making connection there because also getting a few billboards in Berbice and in Georgetown. You know, it's easier for the town folks because they have everything. They have the resources, they have the computer. But we forget the folks that's living inside that don't have even water.
Wow.
So how are they going to see? They need to see when the billboards when they get out for the numbers to call. And how can they listen? You know, they can listen to us on Island Zone Radio every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. The Caribbean Boys presentation of the Mind-Body Connection. We're hoping to connect with each and every one of you. Share your comments. The beautiful Pat Sahadeo, Sisi, how you're doing? And yes, let's get our conversation going. Not forgetting Sarita Singh, Mr. John Nimmet, how are you doing? Thank you, Lina. It was wonderful being away, but it's even wonderful being back with you guys. Hey, Vinod, good night, good night. The beautiful Neela Pawaru, Mr. John Hassan Khan, good night, good night. And I always tease him, you know, he has so many names, like he has to get two last names, John and Hassan Khan together.
Well, what I like about John, really, to be honest, and to a lot of our viewers, he has always been encouraging and always say nice things.
Positive.
And, you know, it's always good to say good things and positive things. Our friend Maria Harris is on. Good evening, Maria. I hope all is well with you. John Namat, oh my God, he says, I thought it was Sunday. No, it's not Sunday. It's Monday night.
John has a calendar that says every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. is the Caribbean Voice presentation of the Mind-Body Connection, where we have a little bit of a fun with you guys to relax you, play some music, and talk about your day. As much as we talk about ourselves, we talk about you, how you're doing, and we would love for you to get involved in our organization. The Caribbean Voice is a non-for-profit organization. Priya Prasad is on.
Yes.
Good night, John Nimmat. Thank you very much, Maria Harris, Linai. And tonight, you know, what is September 10th for? That's a question. That's a trivia question for most of you. As we'll get into the topic later and we'll talk about it. And we're not going to give it away. I want to see how many of you know what is September 10th, the date, September 10th.
That's right. And I see Nanda Bodai, Geeta's cousin, she's locked on too. And I always like to see her. I miss her a couple of weeks, but I was going to call her and ask her what's going on. But I see she's locked on tonight. Good evening, my dear.
Good evening to each and every one of you. Well, it's Jane Deonarine. How are you doing? And it's the beautiful Shanta from Skeldon, Burby. So many Skeldon folks I've seen this year working together to prevent suicide, and it is the team of 2019. That's right. The No Janjet guy is also on. Mr. Shabir Baksh. Well, it's no Janjet, but it's always good having some fun. And yes, he knows I love fruits and I enjoy all the fruits I could eat in Guyana. I also had some fun. I believe wherever you go, whatever you're doing, put fun inside.
That's right.
Family
that's right.
and fun, it goes together.
I have to say to Shanaz that while you were away for 2 weeks, they did not divorce me. They locked on and they were supporting me and helped me with the program. You know what I mean?
That's right, guys. Thank you for sharing. You're already a member of the Caribbean Voice by hitting share. And I know when I go back on your Facebook page, I'll be checking to see if the live is on. Because as they say, sharing is caring. If you feel like you're enjoying it and it will be beneficial to someone, hit share. We are the Caribbean Voice, a non-for-profit organization. And I want to say thank you to Ken for keeping the fork down and the interview you did last week. I was in Guyana, but you know, no matter where you go, Caribbean Voice is always there, and we were locked on listening to you. And fantastic. What an impressive guy he is.
Yes, and that goes to show, Shanaz, is that, you know what, despite whatever disability you have, you shouldn't let it hold you back. And that was a prime example of how you should really live your life. This guy is really flying high. He's doing all the wonderful things.
He is doing more than most of us would have all our, senses, vision, and hands, everything else that someone is.
You know what's impressive too is that he's not doing for himself, but he's an advocate for the people with disability, especially for the blind in Ghana.
Wow, we take ourselves for granted sometimes. We have the vision. Let's make the most of it. Hey, Zini Dilchen, how are you doing? Bibi Razak, happy birthday. And I also have to say happy birthday to the little. Whose birthday is it?
Oh, it's Kevin, you remember.
How can he forget? Well, it's Kevin's birthday, and we're going to have a little party in our studio. Good night. That's right. We're not talking about divorce here. We're talking about all the fun stuff. Patsy, good night to you. Thank you guys for sharing. I could tell who's sharing. It's Liz, and welcome, Liz. Good night to each and every one of you.
My friend. Also, I always like to say hello to Miss Patsy Nanan, who is from Parika, but living in Baltimore. Also, a special hello to Charlene Lawrence. We keep talking during. She like our show. She's an American lady, and she do tune into our show. She loves it. She says it's kind of a lot of information for her. And so we are so happy to have you on, my dear.
Not just informative, sometimes we could be fun because this is who we are on a daily basis. We bring the fun to you. Polly Samir, good night. Bernie Ramcharan, how you doing? Umatakar Kumar, how are you doing?
Sirdine, yes. He is another guy who's disabled in Guyana and who is contributing a lot to, he's a great father with his son.
Mm-hmm. And they're very inspiring to us when we look at ourselves. We look at them, we said, wow, we need to do more. Folks, you can follow us on Facebook. That is www.carbvoice.org. We also have a petition there, so guys, get on it. Register for sex offenders. That is www.carbvoice.org. And we're looking for donations towards our school project. A lot of schools we're looking to help because, education is the key. And if Guyana, there's a lot of cutbacks in Guyana. I went there and I heard they were... at one time, there were a big contribution towards the parents when it comes to uniform and school supplies, and there was a cutback on that. So if you guys would like to help, call us. Anyone from the Caribbean Voice. You have the beautiful Neela Pawaru, Anand Budram, Mr. Kenneth, myself, and we'll make it to pick it up. And what I love about our team, if I cannot get to pick up something, Ken is there to get it for me. And if Ken cannot make it, I'll get it. So guys, reach out to anyone from the Caribbean Voice. Follow us on Facebook.
I want to say to us, as things coming on, we don't want to forget. Polly Shamir is saying happy birthday to his mother on the west coast of the Marara in Guyana. To your mother, happy birthday. We wish her all the best from the Caribbean Voice.
Hey, Mr. Lalman Prasad, good evening to you. And yes, I hope you enjoy your trip in Guyana. Sorry I missed you. The beautiful Geeta Ram Prasad. Chris Singh, how you doing? Linai. It is the No Janjat group. It's the fun group right here on Island Zone Radio every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. So much information. If you would like to donate a backpack, or if you like to donate any kind of medical supplies or school supplies, do reach out to Kenneth or myself, the beautiful Neela Pawaru on Facebook, or message us, the Caribbean Voice. Someone will get your message and definitely reach out to you guys. We're also collecting computers, and if you have laptops, we're glad to collect those as well. As we could say last week, we sent 2 pallets from the Caribbean Voice, and you'll see pictures coming up pretty soon about the distribution that will be happening in Guyana. We're glad to have you guys involved. And what is September 10th? No one comment what is September 10th as yet. I'm not going to ask Ken because I believe he knows exactly what is September 10th. Guys, ask Google. But before you ask Google, don't get disconnect from our live. Every Monday, the Caribbean Voice is on Island Zone Radio.
Yes, John, she is here and the team is here, fired, and we are ready to rock this boat. I see Javier Santiago locked in. Thank you very much for tuning into our program.
Mr. Javier Santiago, that's right. Imran Khan, I missed you in Guyana. I thought you were visiting us from Georgetown to Berbice to see our show. And before I continue, let's have a recap of our program in Guyana. Concert for Hope. Someone said, how was it? I said it's always good, because if you can meet one person and they ask you what is the Caribbean Voice is all about, and you could save one life from that meeting, it's all a success. And our platform there, we have to keep in mind that Caribbean Voice is a very small, a Concert for Hope is very small as yet, and we're looking to reach out. And as we grow, it's all about the information we have to offer. It's not about the quantity of people that come, but it's the quality of show we got. It was an all guys night. You've seen on the live how many guys we had. Let's thank them. Satish Udairam, a member of the Caribbean Voice, Nati Ramutar from Florida, and Apache Warrior, not forgetting the Shall Be, and hey, the Last King from Guyana. They all came out and volunteered their time. Apache stayed back 1 week extra in Guyana just for our organization, the Caribbean Voice. And he said, Shanaz, wherever you go, whatever you want me to do, I am here. And that's a friend I could always count on. So thank you guys for volunteering your time, your effort to making Caribbean Voice, a non-for-profit organization, a success. I must say it's a success because people came out, they got the cards, they got the information, and they are there. We had 100 folks, and they will spread the word. What is the Caribbean Voice about? We also got like 3,000 views on our Facebook.
Yes,
and you know, everyone is glad that Caribbean Voice is in Guyana and doing the distribution. Will be coming up pretty soon. Maria Harris, what's up? Hey, the suspension is on. Thank you guys for sharing. I know Varshini is sharing. Thank you, thank you. Jamir Mohammed, good night.
Paula Jaikaran.
Well, Mr. John hit it on, he hit the nail on the head, I believe.
Yes.
So he'll say it's World Suicide Day. He had to interrupt our live stream and went on Google to say, Google, what is September 10th? Thank you, Imran. I hope to see you next time. So he Googled what is September 10th, and it is the National Suicide Prevention Day.
That's right, that's right.
We are working together to prevent suicide, and it's so sad that I just got back and I heard someone from my village, you know, I'm not sure how young he is, but he committed suicide. He killed himself by suicide. So I'll get more information for next week's program, and we'll talk about what is upcoming, who we have coming up live in our program. We have 2 interviews. We'll hear from the beautiful Neela Pawaru. Who else?
Also, we have Cassandra from Barbados. I'll be talking to her. Both of us will be talking to her in just a few minutes. We also have Bibi, our number 1 person in Guyana for suicide.
That is
She'll
Bibi
be talking
Ahmad,
to us.
the director in Guyana. So guys, keep the link on, share it. I see you guys are doing a good job sharing. Maureen Ramcharan, good night, good night. Lalman Prasad, thank you very much. Shirley, how are you doing? Thank you guys for sharing. Sharing is always caring. Bibi Razak, I'm coming for some of those Logan you were picking in Florida and all the wonderful fruits you have there.
That's nice, that's nice.
And if you're celebrating your birthday, let's say happy birthday from the Caribbean Voice. If you have a special event, let us know so we'll say it on the air. If you're a member of the Caribbean Voice, you're already a part of the Caribbean Voice, and we would love to be in your presence. Thank you guys very much. Remember, donations, you could donate for the school supply, computers, and medical supplies as well. caribvoice.org, a lot of information is on there. We're appealing to you guys to sign up and register for the sex offenders in Guyana. The vigil, we will be observing. I'll be having our own vigil. Ken and I will be having it in Queens. The meeting point is
right here.
Right here, huh?
Right
Where is
here.
right here? That is Sybil's Roti Shop, prime location in Richmond Hill. And we urge you guys to have your own.
That's right. That's right.
If you could do it in the block, get your neighbors together, just light a candle, a dia. Or nowadays, you just need your telephone because you already have a light. So put a light on and observe with us the Caribbean Voice. September 10th is the national vigil.
And also, if they want to for us to mention their family names on our program, we
Send
can
us a
do
picture,
that. You know,
hashtag the Caribbean Voice on Facebook and let us know where you're having your vigil. And remember, last year we had almost over 200. If I'm not lying, it's 212 vigil around the world that actually inform us that they were doing a vigil, and we are glad to have your pictures on our website, on our Facebook page, to show that you are observing National Suicide Day.
and you know what Annan was saying is show that, you know what, if you want to add your family, to invite them over, especially if you had someone who died by suicide, you can do it in your house, light the candle next to the window. You know what I'm saying?
Right, if you cannot move and you want to observe, light a candle after 8 by the window. It still shows. And we're appealing to all the cyclists out there to, to ride around.
Yeah, even right or wrong, and let people know, whether you have a placard on your bike, somehow
your
or
bike,
the other.
or put a little bulletin in a signboard
Or your
on
shirt.
your shirt, or your phones, put in your pocket. But there's so much ways you can contribute towards being a vigil for the Caribbean Voice towards National Suicide Day. John Nemeth, happy birthday to you. Shabir Baksh, good night. Dolly, Miss Sear, Linai. And I'm so glad sometimes that I get the chance, or we both get the chance to mention everybody and acknowledge everyone on our live stream. Bibi Ha, good night to you. Glad you're here, Linai. And let's talk more. What is Kenneth up to and what is coming up next? We also have a beautiful interview upcoming with the doctor.
Yes. You know what,
Cardiologist, because your health is your wealth, and it's all about the mind-body connection. Well, we have a famous DJ in Canada, and the name is
Selector Abid.
It's the Selector Abid. That's the captain.
Yes.
And when he's ready to take off, make sure you have your seatbelts on, guys. Welcome, Selector Abid, and share it on your live as well. Lalita, thank you guys very much. And Lalita came to support us, the Caribbean Voice. And I must thank everyone who's supporting the Caribbean Voice, because as much as we have so many folks locked on, not a lot of folks, sometimes come out to these events. And what our events that you find is a little bit different from a lot of jump up parties, right? So it takes time to build that platform, because they know they might be getting some kind of information at our event. It's not just play music and jump around, and we encourage all the rum drinking and stuff like that. It's a well-organized event and well-behaved. Everyone there that was well-behaved.
Yes.
Most of these parties you go to, you need security. Our event was well-kept. People know what they're coming for, to raise awareness about the Caribbean Voice and what we do in Guyana.
I see this other guy, Vicky Safraz. I think he's a DJ too. I saw him on Facebook. I want to welcome you to our program. He's always another guy's on a program too. So that's a very good thing that we support each other.
That's
to
right.
continue this work,
Selector Abed, and hey, Vicky, good night to both of you. Marine Ramcher and Shabir Baksh. Where is our St. Martin team? I know we have some folks from St. Martin, but we do have a caller that's joining us. We talked earlier how the Caribbean Voice is expanded. We are going to Trinidad as well as Barbados. Last few weeks we interviewed someone in Jamaica.
Right.
That's right.
The man G-Mac, our spokesman
G-Mac,
for the Caribbean Voice.
And we have Apache Warrior, who's a spokesperson for us in New York, Sateshu Diaram in Florida. And so many wonderful artists are volunteering their voice, and they're working on a song. Mr. Waterflow, as much as Mr. Waterflow is a whatless guy, very whatless guy, he loves our work, and he also made a song about suicide, and we'll put all the links so you guys can listen to it at the end of our program. Mr. Biram Jairam, good night to you, sir. Annie Nandalal, how you doing? That's right, we'll be playing
from
some
Winnipeg.
Good music just now. Beautiful music. Kausala Prasad, good night.
Yeah, Shanaz, I want to bring this topic up that I'll be interviewing Dr. Indra Sinanan from. We used to work at the same hospital, and she went on from her being a registered nurse, and she got her doctorate. She is working in cardiology, and before we even start this program, you and I, I see so much young people dying of heart attack and coronary heart disease and all these things. And it always bothers me. And I always say, what can I do as a nurse in my community to help these people? And I tell you, I keep thinking about it. And so I team up with Miss Indra Sinanan. And you know what? We will dissect this topic next week, Sunday, the 18th.
That's right. It's all about the heart health. And she's a cardiologist. Right. And, we're here to encourage you guys to eat better. I know Ken and Anand commented on a picture I posted, and I'm going to go back. I share these things when I want to encourage you guys to do the same. Read up on how to eat all the vegetables.
That's right.
Put more greens into your day. Less meat and less carbs, and you'll be healthier. You'll feel healthier.
So don't forget, this is a special episode next Sunday at between 5 and 7 p.m. right on Island Zone Radio. Okay.
It was beautiful seeing you, Lilita, and the two singers. Thank you guys very much, Linai, Bibi Razak, Maureen Ramcharan, John Nimat, Kausala. So many wonderful folks joining us this evening and every Monday. And the beautiful, I have to say it, Ken is not going to say it, the beautiful Auntie Dolari Sigobin. Good night to you.
That's my aunt. She is the one who I told you brought me to the United States, and I'm always grateful to her.
And she must be very proud of you. If you're encouraging someone, or you make a good move into helping someone, and you see they're blossoming, it makes you feel so good that you're making a difference. And every good thing that you do, and I've looked at all these awards. Every time I come here, I have to look at Ken's award and his accomplishment, because you're such a good and humble guy.
Thank you.
And she must be very proud that you're making a difference. And you know what? I'm not ashamed, but I must say I am a little disappointed at my age group and my classmates of what they're doing and what they're not doing. I mean, it takes time to get involved. You don't have to be involved in a non-for-profit. You could do good on your own. From time to time, I see everyone is tagging me on their vacation, which I enjoy. Everyone deserves a vacation and enjoy, driving a nice car. But what are you doing at the end of the day to feel satisfied that you're contributing towards your community, you're contributing towards home, whether you want to donate something towards your school? You don't have to give it to a non-for-profit organization, but do something on your own, mail it out. And, don't be selfish spending all of that on your own self.
And, Shanaz, you really touch a point there for me just a couple of minutes ago. And I tell you, I was not always this way. And my mother-in-law always laughed when I talk. When I was going to high school, I failed all my exams to the last grade. And I was like, when you got 35 students in the class, I would get 24 space and so on. And, when my mother used to say, get up and read something at church and so on, I was so shy and I could not do it. And I said, wow, look at me today.
Look at you.
And so
no one could tell what their future holds. What inspiration got you to do what you're doing.
You have to want to do better for yourself and don't settle for less. You know what I'm saying? Right. And things takes time. You don't do it today. You have to, when you fall, you get up and you run. You brush yourself off and run. I am the prime example of that, I say. And it humbles me to see. And you talk about your classmate, and I see that I'm so glad that I'm doing well. And
it's good to look at others, and if you see they're doing something, you want to be. It's not a bad feeling to know that you could make yourself better. It's a good feeling. You know what? I have 30 students in my class. If I want to be better than them, better than they are, make yourself better, do better, and you know what? You could inspire them to be the best.
And talking about that, I know me and you can chit chat for all night. And one of the things is that one good thing that I'm so glad I did, I'm thinking of, we don't have to be in competition with anybody. Just be in competition with your own self.
Yes, it's always good to climb that step. You need to get on the 12th step to be on the floor. So keep climbing. You never know where you'll reach. And stick with people who are inspiring and motivating to you. And if you don't have friends and company who will lift you up, call us, the Caribbean Voice. 5 minutes of your time could save a life. We are the Caribbean Voice, here to take your calls. We deal with depression, suicidal thoughts, and anything you need to talk about. Sometimes all you need is a listening ear. And we are here, the Caribbean Voice. We are a non-for-profit organization. Reach out to us on Facebook. And with all of that talking, our DJ is getting antsy. He wants to play a very nice song for you guys. So, Roxanne Walker, good night to you. Kausala Prasad, BB Hack, the Caribbean Voice Media. They're saying, join the Caribbean Voice in observing World Suicide Prevention Day, which is September 10, 2019. You can help organize a candlelight vigil in your community. You don't have to have a big vigil just by, having a few of people just in your street, just your block, just your areas.
Could be your brother or your sister.
Your brother, even your own family members, stand up outside, take a picture just for a minute or two after 8 p.m. so you could see the reflection of the light. And it's building awareness to suicide, National Suicide Prevention Day. Work together as a team. Join us. The Caribbean Voice sent us, and if you know a non-for-profit organization would like to organize one of these candlelight vigil, do touch base with us also. We're getting my friend in Toronto, the beautiful my beautiful friend Amir. I'm getting her to organize a vigil and send us a picture that, you know, we could build awareness. And Amir is very famous. She's her own banker in Canada. So
yes, I know her.
I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah.
fortunate to have a friend like that, and she's been doing good. So I can't ask her to join our organization because on her own, being human, that's our inspiration comes from Salman Khan, all the wonderful thing he's been doing.
Yes,
and I'm doing my end, and she's doing something on her end, giving out. She's been doing a fantastic job on her own, but she'll be joining us and, you know, organizing a little candlelight vigil. Lalita, I urge you, I know you have a very big family, I urge you to send us a picture observing National Suicide Prevention Day, which is September 10th. That is all our topic tonight. Charlena Lawrence, good night to you. It's not about competition, it's about working together. And if you work together, you achieve a goal. Our DJ is all ready, and I hope you enjoy the next selection. Mr. John Nima, thank you very much. He wrote, coronary artery disease has early symptom like angina pectoris. That's right, on an arrhythmia. When I was a kid, I once called my grandfather. He told me he was in a hospital bed with angina. And I was shocked because I thought angina was a...
Shanaz.
Mr. John, thank you very much. You know, laughter is the best medicine, especially when you could have everyone in our chat box laughing at the same time. Mr. John Hassan Khan, thank you very much. We'll read all the wonderful comments when we come back after this music break. Do enjoy.
कभी ब्लिंक करे कभी विंक करे नैना नैना से लिंक करे
कभी ब्लिंक करे कभी विंक करे नैना नैनों से लिंक करे
देख चांद को चढ़ गई है चर्बी सूरज भी लगा बकने अरबी इस मौसम वाले मौसम में दे इंग्लिश वाली पप्पी पप्पी प्यार की माँ की आज से पूजा करनी है प्यार की माँ की आज से पूजा करनी है प्यार की माँ की आज से पूजा करनी है प्यार की माँ की
तू बन जाए जो मेरे डियर छोटे बेबी की तरह मैं करूँ तेरे केयर लव के लिए है जब दोनों राजी तेरे क्यों बुलाए तेरे बाप ने गाजी एक गलत कहना तेनों रब दी कसम तू चिपक गई मुझे जैसा च्युइंगम बेबी जरा इश्क पे करते रहे तू मेरी ब्रेड मैं तेरा जैम बाबा बाबा ब्लैक शीप हैवी व्हेन यू वुल दिल सटा हो या तेरी गलियों में गुल अब तो जाके चिल भी went up the hill baby आज लव बगिया में करते हैं चिल बाबा 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 बाबा
ओ मेरी जान My heart beats for you, baby. Now come make me your lady. Oh, मेरी जान, just keep the fun now flowing. No stopping and no slowing.
देख चांद को चढ़ गई है चर्बी सूरज भी लगा बकने अरबी इस मौसम वाले मौसम में दे इंग्लिश वाली पप्पी पप्पी प्यार की माँ की आज से पूजा करनी है प्यार की माँ की आज से पूजा करनी है प्यार की माँ की आज से पूजा करनी है प्यार की माँ की
Welcome back to the Caribbean Voice. We are presented by the Caribbean Voice, the Mind-Body Connection on Island Zone Radio. Where is our DJ? He cut short our song, but hopefully you enjoyed that one as much as we did. In our studio, we have on the telephone line someone very special, someone very, very special by the name of
Cassandra, all the way from Barbados.
We
Well-
are spreading our wings, so we are in Barbados.
Good night, Cassandra, and welcome to the Mind Body Connection.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome.
So, Cassandra, we want to know how are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, actually. Very excited to be here. part of the Caribbean Voice tonight.
Yes, and so what's the plan you have for you and your team? I'm sure you're going to build a beautiful team in Barbados. And tell me some of your plans and what really brought you into the Caribbean Voice.
Okay, initially we had actually launched last year to sensitize the public to suicide prevention, and we had done that September 10th last year.
Okay.
With the help of GMAC City Lock,
Right.
we had done it together, and he had spearheaded that program. But this year we intend to do a candlelight vigil.
Yes.
And to reach out to other people, because even just saving one life, you could actually touch one person.
Right.
It would actually benefit us.
Yes.
And make us feel that we would have done something, made it worthwhile. So we're going to try to work towards that at this point.
Yes. And it's a beautiful thing if you guys could get like some students, reach out to the schools and the church and so on. You know what I mean?
Yes, that is actually part of our plan. We're actually trying to reach out to everyone. Whomever that we can touch, we're going to do that.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm so glad that you're teaming up with the Caribbean Voice. Together we can do great things rather than we just do things like individually, if you know what I mean.
Yes, to do that's why we reached out to the Caribbean Voice initially.
So where do you... Go ahead.
So that's why GMAT is handling Jamaica, and I'm dealing with Barbados. So I'm his backup, and he's my backup to here.
Well, GMAC said nice things about you, so he have a good backup in Barbados.
Yes.
That's a good thing. I'm so glad that you're teaming up with him, and that he is with the Caribbean Voice too. It's a great thing that we can do a lot of things together, and hope that in the coming years that we can continue to work together to get a lot of things, and we can save a lot of lives.
Yes, that's what we're prepared to do.
Yes. And guess I have with me in studio here that you see her, the beautiful Shanaz Hussein. She would want to say hello to you too.
Well, good night to the beautiful Cassandra. It's awesome getting good news that you're building a team in Barbados. So, get a strong team, and we'll visit you soon from New York.
Yes, that's great. Looking forward to visiting and meeting with you.
Keep up the good work, and yes, do keep us updated in our chat box. The Caribbean Voice have 3 different chat boxes, and as we grow, we have every day a day-to-day activity of what's going on. Mr. Anand Budram, get the team involved, who's doing what and what's happening right now, and I'm so glad every time he informs us of a new member and where they're joining from. It brings joy to us knowing that more and more people are excited to get on board with the Caribbean Voice.
Yes, most definitely.
And I told you I went to Barbados several times, and I could talk a little bit and get ready to,
I believe you can. You should be able to talk it.
Yes.
It's pretty easy to talk it when you make ready.
All right. And don't forget, you got a lot of nice places you can have a vigil, like St. Lawrence Gap, huh?
Yes, that's in Christchurch.
That's
We
right.
haven't yet decided on our location. If we're going to do it in town, out by Parliament Building,
Yes.
out by Stadium.
Yes.
We haven't decided this yet, but we're looking forward to doing something.
Yes, and I
We can have multiple places doing it, churches, schools, everything doing it. We would try to have that done as well.
Yes. And I'm hoping that as you guys are building your team there, the Shanaz and I and Anand Budram, we can join you guys in Barbados, especially you guys have some beautiful beaches in Barbados.
That's right. And feel free to do a little
Yes,
video
we
every time
do.
you're doing something so we could see it, we could share it here, what our team is doing in Barbados as well.
Will do, most definitely.
Well, thank you very much, Cassandra, for tuning in tonight. And I see you logged into our program. Please do so and encourage other Bajans to look at our program, because as you see, it's very informational. And I hope that somebody would learn something. Like you said, you hope if you can save one life, you have done your work on this earth, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I will definitely do that, because there are so much things happening in Barbados at this point, so many people committing suicide, and there are different reasons for it happening, even with the domestic violence. That is a major part of it as well. People don't understand what a person's going through and what causes them to do certain things, but there are different aspects that we can touch, and it's just to try to actually just grasp and bring it all together.
Yes,
That's what we're aiming to do here.
Yes, and you are very articulate, and I'm sure I have all confidence in you, Miss Cassandra, that you will do well in Barbados, representing the Caribbean voice and try to save some lives. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
All right. Until then, you have a very pleasant evening, and take it easy, okay? Continue to do your
Thank
good work.
you. I will. Thank you. You do the same.
All right, then. Tell Mac we said hello.
We'll do that for you.
All right, then. Good night.
Okay. Bye,
Good-
Shanaz.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night for now. Thank you for tuning in.
Good night for now. Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Special good night is going out to the beautiful Sandra Kishore. And hey, Sandra Kishore is watching us from Georgia. Sandra, thank you for joining us, and do hit share. Mr. Farouk Mumtaz Ali will be performing for the Angels Caribbean Band, and I know there's a big program going on the 25th in the park. We'll have that flyer up as well. The Caribbean Voice will have our own booth, so do stop by and see the beautiful Neela Pawaru, one of the faces representing us, the Caribbean Voice. And what I have to say, we have so many members of the Caribbean Voice. We're all doing different things. So you
right.
might be seeing myself and Kenneth on the radio. Behind the scenes, we have on our media page, folks sharing the media page, folks doing designing when it comes to Caribbean Voice. And not forgetting Ryan Khan is also locked on. Good night to you, Ryan. Ryan is a young gentleman.
That's right. And as he's on, we can probably say, he's contributing so much to
Our
to the
community.
Yes.
And it's the Beacon of Peace, a non-for-profit humanitarian organization. They have a summer brunch, and we support folks who support us. It's a summer brunch sale, and hey, bacon saltfish, bacon shark, bacon veggie on the side, all delicious snacks for only $7 donation per meal. The date is August 17, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The location is 9705 109th Street in South Richmond Hill. 9705 109th Street. I do believe I'll be supporting him because I love bacon saltfish, and if I could buy it in any restaurant, why not supporting him for a really good cause,
That's right. He's a great guy too. As I said before, he just graduated with he's a lawyer now, so that's a good thing.
It is a good thing, and we should have him on our program pretty soon to talk about his accomplishment as a young individual, so someone could grasp something from him and inspire themselves. The beautiful Gita Balde. Well, it seems like our editor for the Caribbean Voice is locked on. Mr. John Nimmet, how you doing? Ish Anita, good night. The beautiful Maria Harris. And if you guys are watching us from anywhere around the world, Chandra Peters, good night to you. Remember to share the link, tell all your friends and your family. Every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. is the Caribbean Voice presentation of the Mind-Body Connection on Island Zone Radio. The beautiful Deepa Dasrat, good night to Bibi Badrul.
Badora, we all live in the same street in Guyana, so it's always a good thing when I see my Lenro people tuning in and supporting us.
And it feels good to have your family and friends supporting you. If they're supporting you, you already know you're doing something that makes a difference.
That's right.
If you're doing something and you can't have your friends and your family coming out, whether you do a show, and at our show, Kenneth brought his entire family because they have your back.
That's right.
They have your back. They all came there, volunteering their time. They were selling T-shirts, and hey, we'll have T-shirts on sale at August 25th in the park with the Caribbean Voice tent. Lena, good night to you. Maria Harris, John from Queens, good night. Thank you guys very much. And so many big things are happening. You never know what. Follow us on Facebook to see all the upcoming events, and that is www.carbvoice.org on the website. Check it out. So many informative things going on, and so many differences we would like to get accomplished. So many things we would like to accomplish in Guyana and around the world. Not just Guyana, but we're targeting Trinidad right now. We are already established in Trinidad.
We got St. Vincent, Canada. So
Jamaica,
it's
Barbados,
taking time.
and to know that everyone is dedicating their time towards making a difference. That's what they're volunteering. They want to make a difference towards suicide and what we're doing. Suicide prevention is everybody's business, but still, if you see someone struggling, it will be hard for them to pick up the phone and reach out to us. It's not that hard. Call us and we'll reach out to the person. We wouldn't even tell them who suggests their name, who suggests the call, but we will call them and take care of that Hey Nazi Latif, good night to you. And Miss Ganika Singh, how you doing? Mr. Lalman Prasad, I hope you're in the Florida right now, or you're heading to Guyana. I hope to see you pretty soon. Ish Anita, I know Mr. Lalman is working on a big Diwali something in Florida, and I'm not sure if hey, did someone say Florida? Maybe I'll be there. Maria Harris, thank you very much. And I'll have Ken continue, or I'll have the DJ play a nice song. After all that talk, we want the DJ to play a nice song. Well, guys, September 10th is it's World Suicide Prevention Day. And if we had a winner tonight, that will be Mr. John Namat.
Namat, yes, he answered the question.
He hit the nail on the head. Well, John from Queens, Eid Mubarak to you and the entire Muslim community. We celebrate what you celebrate. If you're celebrating Diwali, we like to say Happy Diwali. You're celebrating today. Let's say enjoy today. We live for the minute, live every day to the fullest.
That's right. You are correct, Shanaz.
Hey, Sati Baker, good night to you from Florida. Guys, if you're watching us from Florida, We Got Your Back organization is heading to Florida. They'll be in Claremont and Ocala for Chutney Wine, which is August 23rd and August 24th. I know Gabby's Banquet Hall is one of the location. I'll put the information in our chat box pretty soon, so let's go. John, it's 2019 in NYC. Get a better internet connection. Can you hear me now? Let's go with some music.
I think John is in Suriname.
And Suriname has very good reception, so for Waka, John.
But he's always supportive to us, so one day we can't,
That's right. And Mr. Lalman said, is the Diwali Mela October 5th in Florida. The Diwali Mela is October 5th. And thank you, Maureen, for listening. Mr. John Hassan Khan said, Eid Mubarak. I got that. One family, one love on Island Zone Radio. You got that correct, to the beautiful Gita Baldeo. And yes, Mr. John, you won something. What did you win? Listening to us. You're already a winner.
That's right.
DJ, run that track. tunes on Island Zone Radio. Every Monday is the Caribbean Voice presentation of the mind-body connection. We urge you to eat healthy and exercise. You do not need to go to a gym to be fit. Start exercising and release things that's on your mind. You don't know how good it'll feel, right? So suppress your mind. And
exactly
talk about things
so.
That's bothering you. Indra, good night to you. Good night to the beautiful Geeta Balde. Night, thank you very much. That's right. And the beautiful Auntie Nalini Naidu, I saw you were having a lot of fun. Nasib, how you're doing? Thank you very much. He said great segment, so I look forward to seeing it on your Facebook wall or share it to a few friends. Good night, good night. Refresh.
Oh,
Baba, good night to you.
That's my cousin Baba from Parika. Thank you for tuning in, cuz. And keep the peace.
And thank you, Mr. Lalman. I heard you see the invitation is also extended to Kenneth from the Caribbean Voice for the Diwali Mela October 5th in Florida. And it's a free event organized by yours truly, Mr. Lalman Prasad. And we will be representing Caribbean Voice over there.
Hold on.
Beautiful Geeta, good night to you. Babita Gall, how are you doing?
Yes, Babita, she is from Anna Katrina, so I'm glad to see she locked on. My good friend Pamela Jeffer Sanchez, all the way from Pennsylvania. Thank you for tuning in. And always good to see a good friend, Michael Nalini Naidu. Thanks for all your support. What is good about our program? Not sometime on the day of our show alone. A lot of time they reach out and they would say hello and how you guys are doing.
That's right, sending a good morning messages. And we'll always acknowledge your good morning message with a thumbs up or good morning to you. So thank you guys very much. Make someone's day today. You can always go ahead and make someone's day today. We have on the telephone line tonight with us.
This is the president of the Caribbean Voice, Mr. Anand Budram, who is working hard to put all these things together. I know he don't like to get credit, but he's working so hard to put all of this together. So, Mr. Budram, thank you for tuning in. I know you could not be on the program tonight.
But he was number one, Ken. He was number one listening tonight.
Oh, very good. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so welcome to the program. And I know our listeners are patiently waiting to hear all the good things that you have to say.
Well, thanks, guys. I just wanted to touch a little bit on World Suicide Prevention Day. Maybe we'll give her a rundown as to how we started in Guyana when she comes on a little bit later. So I just want to make an appeal. While we're observing it as Suicide Prevention Day, when we launched this observance, the focus was on violence on the whole. Because a lot of what we focus on is violence. Suicide is violence against the self, sexual abuse, domestic violence, alcoholism, drug abuse. So we're saying that if people in a block or in a community or in a village or in a town can come together to focus on these issues, then that can be the start of something. Coming together for anything is always good. Coming together to find ways of tackling social issues is even better. Mandirs, mosques, churches, non-governmental organizations, blocks, villages, towns, even a street. Get a few people together on September 10th, step outside, walk around, light some candles, or even you can have dias, do some chanting. If you have a large enough crowd, get police permission, gather somewhere, make sure you're focusing on. Encourage people, everybody you know, to light a candle at around 8 o'clock in a window in their home on that night. If you know people who are artists, have them draw their own views about suicide and abuse prevention, and maybe you can have those displayed somewhere and you can save them and add it each year and eventually have an exhibition. If you know people who have died by suicide, organize a memorial, few family friends, and discuss suicide and try to to spread information so that you can combat the myths and the superstition. We really want this event to gain momentum as we go along. You guys talked about the cycling. And most important of all, whatever you do, send us the photos, send us a report. We will do two things. We will get them on our website in addition to you putting them on any website that you may have, and we will make sure that they're sent on to the International Association for Suicide Prevention, which is the organization that initially launched the observance of World Suicide Prevention Day. Reach out to us in the coming weeks. Let us know what you're doing, where you're located. We chart all of that. We will follow up with you. We will promote. We will send you material so you can put together flyers and posters. We will send you a bunch of suicide prevention songs that a lot of our spokespersons have done so you can play those. We will give you a lot of support in a lot of ways. And remember, a vigil is inexpensive. Each person needs a candle, or you can even use the light from your cell phone. So there's no cost involved. And it becomes a social gathering in a sense. So reach out to us in the coming days. Let us know what you're doing, where you're doing it, so we can promote and publicize leading up to September 10th. And after the event, or during the event rather, take your photos, send us the photos and reports afterwards. We will publicize them on Facebook and on our social media sites, and we will send the information on to the International Association of Suicide Prevention. Each one, reach one, persuade one, and the circle keeps getting wider and wider, and more people can be involved. This year, as you've learned, this is the 4th year in Guyana, our 1st year in Barbados, our 1st year in Trinidad, our 2nd year in St. Vincent, and we're hoping to make it our 1st year in the United States. Well, 2nd year actually, because a few vigils were done last year, and our 2nd year in Canada because a few vigils were done there last year as well. So, guys, this is not something you're doing for us. It's not something you're doing for the Caribbean Voice. It's something you're doing for your street, your block, your community, your village, your town. Something you're doing for yourself. It's a way of helping to spread awareness, of passing out information, of saving lives, and of empowering people. So please bear that in mind. It's about you. It is not about the Caribbean Voice. It's about your friends and family and colleagues and communities. It's not about us in the Caribbean Voice. We'd love to see you get involved. It doesn't take a lot of effort to light a deer or a candle on a window. It doesn't take a lot of effort for a group of people to go outside with candles and deers and to assemble at a point and to talk about this stuff. If you're doing something and you need a speaker, you don't have a speaker, let us know. We will try to get somebody for you from the area in which you're doing whatever you're doing. As I said, whatever support we can provide, we're willing to. Just reach out to us and let us together get all these videos and all these other activities done. That's what I really wanted to say.
Well, thank you very much, Anand, and I'm sure as the week, as we approach the 10th of September, you will hear more from Anand, myself, and Shanaz. So thank you very much, Anand, for tuning in tonight.
And of course, next week and the following week, our representatives from St. Vincent and Trinidad and Canada will also be with you guys talking about what's happening there.
Yes, that's true. So, guys, that was the president of the Caribbean Voice calling tonight. Okay, thank you, Anand. There we go.
That was Mr. Anand Budram from the Caribbean Voice. He is the president and founder of the Caribbean Voice. Hey, Rocky, good night to you. Good night to each and every one of you. Bibi Razak, how you're doing? Good night to each and every one of you. You're just joining us. You're locked onto Island Zone Radio, the Caribbean Voice presentation of the Mind-Body Connection. Bibi Razak, thank you very much. And she's saying, Rocky is saying good night to Mr. Kenneth Rampersad.
Well, good night, Rocky. I know she's always on our program, and I want to say thank you very much. You're always spreading the love, so that's a good thing.
Nishana the singer, thank you very much. I will look for that email and we'll play your song right here on the Caribbean Voice platform on Island Zone Radio maybe next Thursday, next Monday. You never know. You never know who will be the caller on the line. There's always something surprising, always something beneficiary towards our organization, the Caribbean Voice. We are a non-for-profit organization. You just listen to the founder, Mr. Anand Budram. He's giving his input. He's the backbone of our organization. He's always on a day-to-day basis informing everyone in our chat what's going on and who's doing what. And he give credit to everyone. He said Kenneth is doing this tomorrow or he's doing this. He keeps reminding everyone to share what they're doing. And Neela is doing some event at the park. He'll ask her what she needs and everyone could cooperate. So it's a well-established team. We have the Caribbean Voice, and it's so glad. We're so happy to say so many folks around the world are recognizing the Caribbean Voice, and not just recognizing, they want to be a part of the organization, whether it's teaming up or working together to make it stronger.
One thing that I've learned to, as I traveled, I meet different people who looks at our program and watch our program, and and I do interact with them. And a lot of people confide in me that they're struggling or they know someone who is struggling, and I encourage them. That you don't have to put your name in the chat box. You can write to Shanaz or myself, and you can share your story with us. And by doing so, I hope that you can feel a little better about yourself, and we would encourage you to do that. We would help uplift you, and by sharing a story, that's empowering, and you can help each other.
Yes,
you're helping each other, what I'm saying, and that's the way it should go.
And they know that someone is listening to them in confidentiality. That's all, the Caribbean Voice is all about keeping what you're telling the person on the other side. It's keeping it safe, keeping it, just for themselves.
It's confidentiality. Whatever you discuss with any one of us, it stays with us.
They don't discuss it with other members, but they get involved in how to help you. If they need help, they'll reach out to other coordinators to help you. We have certified counselors and psychiatrists ready to take your call. Mr. Stanley Ramsaran, you are late, sir. Good night to you. And there's a penalty for being late. You have to share the video. And the beautiful Renita Jeffrey is also locked on. Guys, we're calling upon a few of you who I know personally you're capable of organizing a vigil.
Talking about the man Waterflow, she just locked on.
Mr. Waterflow, I guess he'll be doing a live tomorrow and call upon everyone to do a national candlelight vigil September 10th. And if you want to get somebody together, get Waterflow. He could build a team. Mr. Stanley Ramsran, Bibi Razak, Ranita, and I know Ranita's family is very big.
Yes.
She could get all her family in front of Island Zone Studio with DJ Fest, and they'll take a picture observing, National Suicide Prevention Day is September 10th after 8 p.m. Take a candle outside, take a picture with your group, and hashtag the Caribbean Voice, and it'll be in our page as well.
You know what? Something just went to my mind, and we could do it this way. That you were the queen of our show. You know what I mean. And so probably you can go to one place. I could probably be in studio, and I could touch base with all of you guys who's doing this. That will be
awesome. I'll be tuning in live to Ken.
That's
call
right.
in and have him, take our calls from wherever point we are to see what's happening.
Yes.
That's a great idea, Ken. Zatun, good evening to you. And Auntie Nalini, I'm sure you're very good at organizing something. Her family is also very big. If you could get a candlelight vigil going just with maybe 5.
Yes.
5.
You doesn't have to have a million people.
No, not a million. You could get 5 to 10. Get your entire block. Most of us know our neighbors.
Yes.
I know a few of my neighbors. If I could knock on their door and tell them to come outside for 10 minutes with their telephone, that's not asking a lot,
Shanaz, I see who locked on here. It's someone that's very special to me, and I'm so glad that he's here. Dr. Zatun. We work at North General Hospital together. We were very close. He is from Burma. He is a specialist. He's a cardiac specialist. And you know what? He's doing so much for the people in his area. He works with the Army, the veterans. And such a nice and humble guy. I'm so sorry, Dr. Tun, I'm so sorry that you live so far, or else guess what? You'll be in the studio with us here. And so I'm so glad that you tuned in, my brother.
Nevertheless, we could still have him on the telephone, maybe a live call-in on our studio pretty soon. We're working on all these improvement in our studio. Big things are happening. Always follow us on Facebook. That is the Caribbean Voice. Follow us on the internet. That is www.caribvoice.org and see what we're doing. The Caribbean Voice is all about making you feel better. It's all about free counseling.
And you know, Shanaz, and on an everyday basis, and we're going to say this as we are leading on to the candlelight vigil. You know, a lot of people going through depression, and you know, in life sometimes it throws a bad spot sometimes, and you and I even
or mental or emotional abuse as well.
Yeah, we need support somewhere down the line. It's always good when we can support each other. And when we could be kind to each other. And you know what, something that as we're talking, depression does not have to be a permanent diagnosis. It could be something that's temporary, could last a month, more than a month. And the other thing is, as we were talking, if you have depression, it's always good to get help. And if they put you on medication, you take your medication. The thing is, yes, and you don't
prescribe. Don't skip a dose and then you don't take it for a week and expect miracle.
That's right.
It takes a while to start acting in your body, and before you see difference.
That's
changes.
right. And there's nothing to be ashamed about depression. And, you know, if we realize in life that this life is a one-shot deal, we are not coming back here. Even if we come back, we don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's for those who believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that this is a one-shot deal. We are not coming back.
Make
so
the
we should
best
live.
Of it,
That's
live
right.
happily, help others, empower someone, help your neighbor.
That's right. Be kind to them.
Be kind to your co-hosts.
they are you have me cracking up, but they're always kind to us. And we have to say, you know, Shanaz, is coming up to 1 year to in November since we came and started this program,
since we launched
and
the
we are very
Mind-Body
lucky
connection, and we keep growing thanks to you guys, our viewers out there. Mr. Jacob Ramsamy, good night to you. That's right, our
Miss Juanita Khan, thank you very much for always tuning in too.
Thank you guys very much. And where is Auntie Sheila Mataprasad, my number one? She's recovering. Thank you very much. And to Mr. Chris Ramprasad in New York. Well, I'll be visiting him pretty soon. Auntie Sheila Mataprasad is a regular viewer of my program. Mickey Khan, good night to you. Thank you very much. All wonderful and familiar names coming up because it shows that we have friends. We have a strong support system. You guys are already a part of the Caribbean Voice. You are our media personnel. We
That's
appoint you guys our media personnel. Deepika, Reshma, how are you doing? Good night for you from Trinidad.
And look at your friend, Apache Warrior. He said, hey, but that's true. Apache is always good to you, Shanaz. You can, in fact, to be very honest with you, you are the girl. They all come. I don't know if you have a glue for these.
I have really good friends, and Apache and I go way back, over 20 years of friendship. And wherever he is, I always tell him, you know, it takes someone to be a friend, but it takes a good person to have a friendship so long. We never argue, we never fight. We always there supporting each other. He got my back, I got his. And if we need somebody to talk to, believe me, it takes history to know you could talk to somebody.
And you know what I admire about our community too, those singers that's coming out and supporting the Caribbean Voice and support you with our Concert for Hope.
That's
you know,
right.
I want to say thank you very much to all of them. And it really means a lot, especially when we have some viewers who really looked up to some of these singers and some of our actors too, who do such a wonderful job. Even to Dale Moti and his wife, they all contribute so much
Giving
to
back
the
their
Caribbean
talent
Voice.
to the Caribbean
You know,
Voice.
yes, and it means a lot. You know what I'm
does.
saying?
Apache Warrior, we mentioned earlier. We want to thank you for contributing to our program, Concert for Hope in Guyana. And I know Concert for Hope is its own entity aside from the Caribbean Voice. A lot of folks ask us, what is Concert for Hope? We have the Caribbean Voice, and then we have Concert for Hope. It was created by Mr. Sateshu Dairam and Nati Ramatar, who said, you know what, they were brainstorming, how can we raise funds for our non-for-profit organization? Keep that in mind. We are all volunteering our time and effort for our organization, and you guys are here sticking with us. So all the members are doing a fantastic job. Satish and Nati came up with, how can we raise funds? And seeing that we know so many artists already, he said, let's do a concert with a difference. That's why our concerts and our programs is not a rum drinking episode. It's not a sport. It's always well organized. And, you know, we do have people, if they want to have a beer, we are about alcoholism as well. You know, we talk about alcoholism, but we can't say no to drinking. We wouldn't say how much you could drink, but drink moderately.
Absolutely. And I see Lena right, Kenneth, be kind to Shanaz. No partner is Shanaz. Well, I have to tell you this. Since the very first day, since we have a lot of time to talk, one of the things that I admire about Shanaz, the first day we met, and I know I plan to see a lot of things on our first year anniversary, but as you brought this up, Lena, I am very blessed to have met Shanaz Hussain. She is kind, and we are very lucky from the day one we clicked to each other. There is no competition in this team. You can see, I know Shanaz is coming. I make sure I have some nice tea for her. And she just came home from work. I make sure that she has something to eat. And so I love Shanaz, and not only that I say that on the air, but she knows I show her how much I really do appreciate her and her family and everything that she does for me. Because before now, I didn't know any one of you guys, and she is the one who introduced me to a different part of the world.
Well, Ken is also a wonderful friend, not just a friend, his entire home circle, and that's how we should treat everyone, the way we treat, each other.
Right.
Spread that love. And I saw a friend of mine who bothers me a little bit today because she's such a wonderful person from around the world, and it seems like, she has the same problem with a few people on Facebook. Because she's nice, they take her kindness, they're backbiting her, and they're still so nice to her face. Guys, give the world your best. Be kind to each other. Do not backbite. You're not here to make friends so you could talk tomorrow with the other friend about what that person is saying, what that person is chatting about.
I'm
keep it
so
right here.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see my cousin Nalini Ramjit. I know she lives here in New York, but she's all the way from Wales in Ghana. My childhood, I went and spent my vacation by their house
You can
a
never
lot of
forget
time.
childhood memories.
Not at all.
So
not at
make
all.
memories. And we're speaking of childhood memories, when I said I came back from Guyana, refreshed, energized, it's all about family. Refocus. Sometimes you need to step back a little bit to look forward, and you never know when you step back how many things you'll be able to see clearly. What you need to show, a little more time, a little effort, is your family, your friends. Do not neglect your kids and your loved ones to do anything else. Family comes first. And Kenneth is smiling. I'm not sure if John Nimmet wrote something funny.
I see Priya wrote, she is like the key ingredients to the show. Thank you for being an amazing person. I said, she's the ingredients, I'm the honey. Vice versa.
That's right.
And that's what complements this relationship in such a wonderful way.
I am working on a duet. Thank you very much, Mr. John Emmett. I see so many folks are debuting their talent, and no wonder we're having so many rainy days now. Everyone is singing, but folks, feel free to sing along. Apache Warrior is a great friend, and I want to say thank you for coming out. And I was mentioning earlier, he stayed back an entire week, took off from his job to perform for the Caribbean Voice Concert for Hope. And DJ Fest is now joining us on Island Zone Radio. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Maria Harris, thank you. We need talent. And the Caribbean Voice Concert for Hope is a platform we could put singers and talents as well, not just professional. And I know earlier someone said, why don't we hire a headliner from somewhere? Our headliners are you, the volunteers. We're not paying anyone to come and sing.
That's right. Maria Harris said we have gained a sister and brother, friend, and family through your program. Thank you all very much. Yes, and you know what? We value all of you. You too, Maria. Always nice having a good message from you guys.
Juanita Khan, Anand Mole, good night, Auntie Nalini Naidu. I'm hoping that you'll be starting a candlelight vigil, and Apache Warrior, wherever you are, organize a candlelight vigil. I must interrupt the program to say hello. A special good night is going out to our number one lawyer, Mr. Naresh Gehi. Thank you very much, sir. It makes us feel happy that you're joining us on Island Zone Radio. We hope to have you with the legal column. The legal columns air every Saturday on Spectrum TV channel 96, 4 p.m. a program that airs before my program, Shana's Musical Sensation. And he promised that he'll be in our studio one day to talk about all the legal entities, what's happening in our legal system. So, Mr. Naresh Gehi, thank you very much. And all the doctors from Wyckoff Hospital, I forgot I tagged them. Thank you to all the doctors in Wyckoff Hospital for giving us your time and your effort. And next week, upcoming on a special edition of the Mind-Body Connection is a cardiologist joining Mr. Ken.
That's right. And this Sunday, between 5 and 7 p.m. right here on Island Zone Radio, I would want you guys to share this information because you know what? It's something that's is causing problem in our community. Whenever you see young people are dying of cardiac issues, you know what, I said, you know what, let me jump in and see how I can
That's
help.
right.
As a nurse, and I work telemetry in the telemetry unit too, so I definitely, Shanaz, this might be, I always say that, you know what, despite all that I do, this one program that I'm going to host on this weekend, I would love it.
So guys, this is a special invitation. Mark your calendars. 5 to
7 p.m.
This Sunday is a special presentation of the Caribbean Voice, the Mind-Body Connection with Mr. Ken and his co-host, who's a doctor, a cardiologist specialist. So guys, join him. Darren Ryan Kingy, how are you doing? Maria Harris, Gita Baldev, good night to you. Linai, thank you very much. And Linai is living in the Sunshine State. Hey, Auntie Jenny Dasrad, good night to you. Sorry I missed your son in Guyana, the #1 gynecologist in Guyana, Dr. Rafi Rozan. And I know Linai is well known in Florida. She can also organize a candlelight vigil and, you know, send us your pictures, hashtag the Caribbean Voice so everyone could see it. And at the end, we will take all the pictures and maybe make a nice slideshow so we could air it, so you could see it right behind us. Every Monday on Island Zone Radio is the presentation by the Caribbean Voice, the Mind-Body Connection. Radhika Singh, good night to you. And Auntie Delari is saying something.
Shanaz and Kenneth, you two are chosen one. You are an inspiration. Keep up the good works. Thank you very much, guys, for all your good comments. And you know what? It's going back to the guy comment just now. We want to be positive. We want to share positive messages to our viewers and, you know, whoever listened to this program. And there is always I was thinking there is going to be always one person in our life or in anything that you do will criticize you. And that's why we encourage people.
We use criticism to make us better. You look at it and you know what? If you just block them out, do not use them to bring yourself down, to inspire you and make you a better person. Criticism helps make us better.
That's right. And we always says, always look at the cup half full,
not half empty.
That's
Linai,
right.
good night to you. Mr. John Namat, Auntie Nalini Naidu, and Anmol. Thank you guys very much. Mr. John Namat is watching us from Suriname. For all your legal advice, call Mr. Naresh Gehi. And I also want to say a special thank you to someone in Guyana for volunteering and supporting the Caribbean Voice. We'll take a song and we'll be right back. DJ, you're tuned into Island Zone Radio. You have to take this one from the TOP because Kenneth have a special dedication to someone
Maria
special.
Harris.
That's right. You guys are loyal to us and we're loyal to you. You want to hear a special song? Send us the request and here it goes to the beautiful Maria Harris. Enjoy by Bob Marley.
Don't let them
Mr. Bob Marley himself, and we have a special dedication going out to the beautiful Bibi Razak. Also, we have requests for Mr. Apache Warrior and Sonia's song coming up next. Our DJ is getting all those numbers together. And where is Terry G? Terry G was in Guyana doing a fantastic job. I want to big up the Save Abby organization. As we see, teamwork makes a difference, and it's good to know one of our directors on the Caribbean Voice is Mr. Sham Talak, the founder of the Save Abby organization. He's always supporting us. He got our back as much as we have his. Bibi Razak, thank you very much. Rocky, she's saying, Eid Mubarak to the entire Muslim community, coming from everyone in our chat box on Island Zone Radio. The beautiful Bibi Muhammad, my beautiful mom, John Nima, thank you very much. Deepa, Dasrat, Rocky, Gita, Baldev. And yes, it's past DJ's Fest bedtime. I know he was taking a nap earlier. Folks, we have on the line the director in Guyana for the Caribbean Voice, the beautiful Bibi Ahmad. She's on the line. Say good night.
Hi, good night, everyone.
And I'll play a video so you guys can see the face behind the voice. You're locked on to Island Zone Radio, the Caribbean Voice presentation of the Mind-Body Connection every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. And Bibi is always locked on. She's behind the scenes doing all the graphics and as much as she could do for us, the Caribbean Voice.
Go ahead, Bibi. You can go ahead and let us know what's your plan.
Let me begin by saying that World Suicide Prevention Day team is working together to prevent suicide. Just let me give a little background to this. In 2014, the Caribbean Voice launched their program here in Guyana. We launched our program here via press conference. Two are still with us. The late Dr. Faith Harden is no longer with us. That's when TCV Guyana was on the map here in Guyana. And we're still here today. 4 years now, we've been doing the candlelight vigil. And this year, for the first time, we're working towards having a vigil, a central vigil in Georgetown under the Caribbean Voice. We're collaborating with other stakeholders at the movement to host a central vigil here in Guyana. We will bring in faith-based organizations, NGOs, government, donor agencies, all who will be invited who come, and anyone is welcome to come. Anyone who wants to do a vigil in their community, in their street, at the community center, wherever here in Guyana, please reach out to us at the Caribbean Voice. If you want to reach out to me directly to get some guidelines, you can call me on 621-6111. We're happy to help you to organize a vigil. As the president said before, it's not going to cost much money. The vigil ideally is to connect and communicate with your community to understand the social ills that are affecting all of us. It's not about TCV, it's not about me, it's not about you or Shanaz, it's about each and every one of us. We can make a difference by coming together in our community. We talk about the issues, we'll know one another, we're able to help one another. Each one can help one.
That's right. It's team effort, and we urge you guys, represent your community, represent your street, and if you have a business, this is a good time to show your communication, your cooperation, and stand unity. We stand united. We stand. Bring your candles in front of your business, whether it's a store, it's a restaurant. Get your team together, just all your workers, and let's build awareness. Suicide Prevention Day is September 10th after 8 p.m. Let's do a vigil together, and you know, it's all for yourself. It'll make you feel good at the end of the day that you're contributing towards awareness of suicide. As we say, suicide prevention is everybody's business. 5 minutes of your time can save a life. All we're asking is 5 minutes to get around. You don't have to speak, just your silence, your candle will say that you're supporting, you know, National Suicide Prevention Day, which is September 10th. Bibi is in Guyana, and she's organizing her team to have a candlelight vigil. Myself and Ken will be having one on Liberty Avenue. The venue is probably Sybil's Roti Shop or Big Well Bakery and Halal Restaurant. So you guys get your teams together. We only need 5 to 10 members. Take a picture, hashtag the Caribbean Voice. Our National Suicide Prevention Day is September 10th. And you don't know where that picture can end up, whose life it can inspire, and what difference you can make by just having a little vigil on your own.
That's right. Yes, baby, you can continue.
Yeah, so anyone wants any information or want any guidelines, reach out to us. They can reach out to any TCV member, either via Facebook, via Instagram, via Twitter. Check our website or reach out to any Guyana member. They can get me as I give my number once again, 621-621-11, and we'll be happy to assist in any way that we can. And this is an appeal to others, especially the business community. They can come on board, as Shanaz correctly said. They can take 10 minutes of their time that evening and organize a vigil in front of their business. Reaching out to make a difference. That's what it's all about. We all got to work together to prevent suicide.
And Bibi, probably you can help me here too. I'm going to say that, it doesn't have to like happen to you before you get involved, before you lose someone to suicide. You can get involved now. What you say?
Yes, definitely, to make a difference. You can help. Each one help one. That's the difference. You can make a difference. Suicide doesn't affect each and every one of us, but if you can help someone's life, help in any small way, it will make a difference. I started on TCV with this in mind. If I can make a difference in one person's life, I have achieved something. That's the motto I go with, and we all can do it.
That's right. And you know what? You are doing a lot of work there in Guyana, and so we want to say thank you very much, baby. Anything else you want to say?
Not at this time. It's just that, appeal to everyone to get on board for the vigil. Had vigils countrywide for the past 4 years. A lot of organizations, faith-based, NGOs. But this year, we're going into the farthest step. We're bringing a central... TCV has always organized with other organizations to host vigil. This year, for the first time, the Caribbean Voice here in Guyana will be hosting its own vigil. The venue is in the making, and it will be announced shortly, the venue for that vigil in Central Georgetown.
Well, thank you very much for joining us in studio here, Bibi, from Guyana. Until next time, and I know as we're gearing up to September the 10th, you will be with us. And thank you very much, and goodbye, Bibi. I see Joshua Ibot for joining us all the way from Guyana. Thank you for tuning in to the Caribbean Voice. Again, if you wanted to participate in any vigil in Guyana, contact Bibi at 621-6111. Again, you can always call Bibi. She's going to answer your call, and she can help you, okay?
Rocky, good night to you. And yes, Gita Balde, it's all about one love, one family on Island Zone Radio. Next week's special edition on the Mind-Body Connection, 5 to 7 p.m. The Caribbean Voice presentation of the Mind-Body Connection with Dr.
Indra Sinanan. We will be together here on Sunday coming between the hours of 5 and 7. Please make sure you're locked in. We're going to talk about, Shanaz, I am planning this interview. We're going to talk about chest pain. We will talk about some diet. We can tell you about a little bit exercise, what you can do. And if you get chest pain or you see someone is experiencing chest pain, what is the right thing to do? If you have your family, you guys could gather together and listen to this interview. I'm fired up and ready for this interview.
That's right.
Monday.
You don't have to wait before you encounter cardiac problems. She's a specialist in cardiology. So guys, this is a time. It's like a free consultation.
That's right.
It's a free consultation where most of you have to get insurance to go to your doctor to ask him about signs and symptoms related to your heart health.
We will talk about
Freely.
stents. We'll talk about stents
and all the questions you have. Write it down in advance. We're giving you a 5 or 6 days notice in advance.
That's right.
Write your questions, tune in, and she'll be answering them to you right in our chat box on air as well.
That's right. We'll be right on air, and I tell you, we will be rocking this this subject, because Shanaz, too many times we hear somebody die, and you ask how they died. Cardiac issue. They died of chest pain. They died of a heart attack, and so we need to address this. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing this topic, and we want to talk about it a long time. But
that's right, and everyone has been
Sinanan,
asking for this topic, and the doctor has been busy, but she set aside this Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. right here on Island Zone Radio. So do join Kenneth. Mr. Dale Moti, good night to you. Geeta Balde, how you doing? Thank you very much. Maria Harris. Rocky, good night to you. The Caribbean Voice Media and all the members of the Caribbean Voice. We do have a lot of members behind the scenes that's doing other things. We have specialty in various tasks. Everyone is doing something behind the scenes. You know, week after week, you see Kenneth and myself on the radio. We're inviting you guys, if you know someone that will make a good co-host, also inform them that we are here, the Caribbean Voice. We would love to have them in our studios and talk to them for your benefit.
That's right. And even somebody who can contribute here by even talking about a topic, an important
And
topic.
hey, maybe in a few weeks to come, we'll have a live yoga session, and you'll see everyone in the studio doing
Really?
some hot yoga. You know, they say yoga is very good. So how many of you would like to see Kenneth doing some yoga?
Oh, Lord Jesus. They want to see you, not me.
So if you guys want to see Kenneth exercising, you know, we have to do as we say. If we're telling you to exercise and eat well, we also have to exercise and eat well. Golden Singh, good night to you. Mr. John Namat, Rocky, Maureen Ramcharan, Kenneth, good night to you. John, how are you doing? Good night to each and every one of you. We have also the beautiful Neela Pawaru. And Neela Pawaru will be representing the Caribbean Voice August 25th at the park with the Angels Caribbean Band. Matu Madre, good evening to you. Bibi Haq, how are you doing?
Hold on.
Hang on.
Yes, I want to say hello to Mutu. He's all the way. He's actually from Strodeville on the west coast of Demerara, but he's living in England. So I'm so glad to see you tune in, my friend.
And Mr. Stanley is sharing one of his recipe with us.
ready?
Lime tea, he said, is very good. So
Hold on.
guys, hey, Dharma and Christina, good night to you guys. Thank you for supporting us. The Caribbean Voice on Island Zone Radio every Mondays, 8 to 10 p.m. We have on the telephone line the beautiful Neela Pawaru, who's behind the scene, but she's having a lot on her plate. She's doing a lot, and it empowers her. The more we give her, the more she wants to get involved. Good night to you, Neela.
Yeah, Shanaz. Thanks for putting words in my mouth, Shanaz, but I cannot disagree with you.
Well, welcome to the program, my dear.
I have to say, there's only one person I know who can rock an interview with a cardiologist. That would be Kenneth.
Wow. And are you excited? You can't wait, right?
I can't wait. We will be tuned in. And Shanaz, I'm still jealous that I couldn't go to Guyana with you.
Oh, we're going to go sometime pretty soon. Kenneth is going to go to
Yes.
judge some bird event, and we'll be going with him.
Yes, looking forward to 2020 when maybe more of us can represent
Yes,
the team and be
yes.
there with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I must say, Neela, we have such a strong team in New York. I mean, we know we have team in Guyana and team here and there, but our team is Neela Pawaru, Harry Shivdat, and Mr. Kenneth Ramprasad and Anand Budram. This is our New York team, and anywhere we
Dr.
go,
Rodney
Dr. Rodney also is one of our vice president representing from New York. And most places we go, this is the faces you'll be seeing on the Caribbean Voice platform, you know. And
And
thank
we
you,
all got
Neela.
each other's back too, right?
That's right. We got each other back, and we always ask, what can we do to help you if you have a
Yes.
task at hand?
Yes, and you're so right, Shanaz. Behind the scenes, what the viewers don't know, there's a lot of plans that happens. There's a lot of consultation among each of the team members that goes on. Constantly all day long. Sometimes we're back and forth, sending notes to each other. So everyone is so supportive, and I still consider myself a newbie to the team, but yet I've learned so much and have become so exposed, to so many different aspects.
That's right, and you're also contributing a lot also. So on behalf of Caribbean
Yes.
Voice, we thank you, because the Caribbean Voice is a non-for-profit organization, and what everyone is doing is giving us their time and their effort. And if it's something you cannot repay someone for, it's their time.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and let me add before you continue. One thing that I admire about Neela, her household, and by the way, say hello to my little friend Shreya. She have her it's 3 generations listening to our program. You have Neela, her mother, and her little daughter.
Wow.
So we know this will
True.
continue.
And what
As
feels
a matter
good?
of fact, the entire household does look on, and they know you all so well. It becomes a family. So
That's right. You're part of the
yeah.
Caribbean Voice family. When we have something, Neela brings out her entire family. Kenneth brings out his family, Harry and his family, myself. And, if you don't have family and friends who are supporting you in your mission, what you're doing, you then have to ask yourself, what am I doing, or what can I do better to have
True
everyone,
that.
supporting me?
yeah. So guys, I just want to spend one moment to tell you guys what I'll be doing for you know, not on September 10th itself, but a few years ago, before I even joined the Caribbean Voice, I joined here my local community. They usually have a walk for suicide prevention, and it's Rockland County they call it Walk Out of Darkness, and they organize a huge walk in one of the parks here. And a few years I went, they had a couple hundred walkers, and it's a very emotional assembly there, because they have people speak, families who lost children at a very young age, and all sorts, all different shapes, and it's very emotional. And then there's a walk. So that's what I'll be doing on September 23rd. To kind of do my little contribution towards this suicide prevention awareness for the month of September. In addition, just to let the viewers know, the Angels Caribbean Band on August 25th, they're hosting what they call, it's like an international festival in Smoky Park.
It's an international food festival, and they'll be having it at Smoky Park. I've been to their international food festival every year, and they always put on. This is a free event, so folks, support the Angels Caribbean Band, because they're giving back to so many. And we have the beautiful Geeta Bistrom. She's always tuning into my program, and they're always supportive of the Caribbean Voice as well. Yes,
and they have, graciously given Caribbean Voice a booth. And our focus there will just basically be to spread the word of the Caribbean Voice, make people more aware of what we do, the services that we offer, and if they can take that info and spread it with family members, whoever little we can share that info with, and maybe touch somebody's life, then our mission will be accomplished for that day. That's right. Not forgetting, you can come and take pictures under our booth, and you'll have the whole entire Caribbean Voice logos, the background, all the telephone numbers on a really big, that's correct.
A really big
screen.
And we'll have our DJs
banner,
there.
I should say.
Our DJs will be there featuring, the music that people have given us for suicide prevention. So it'll be quite entertaining and also knowledgeable. That's right, guys. So join the beautiful Neela Pawaru this August 25th at Smoky Oval Park for the Angels Caribbean Food Festival. I've been to their event before. It's a wonderful get-together. Come and take a picture with Neela under the booth, where we have our banner with all the telephone number and the logos. Not forgetting the beautiful Neela herself. And maybe Ken will be there too. Ken better join me.
I will be there to support you.
And Shanaz will be there too.
That's right. So we'll have a trio under the tent of the Caribbean Voice tent, I must say, compliments of the Angels Caribbean Band Food Festival, August 25th, Smoky Oval Park. It's a free event, guys, so come on down and join us. And I must say, hey, Ryan Jeffrey is locked on. September 14, we're heading all the way to September 14, Amazura Concert Hall. You guys enjoy the Gunga Ghana song. It's a fun song to dance to. Bring your friends and your family. September 14, Amazura Concert Hall for the Gunga Ghana guy. And everyone is saying, who's the name? I know it goes by Dubraj, so come and check it out.
All right, so is there anything else you want to add, my dear?
No, that's it, everyone. Thank you all for your support, and thanks to the listeners for always being so engaged.
Thank you, and have a very pleasant night.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Tell
Bye.
the families hello for us, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye.
That is a hardworking member for the Caribbean Voice organization, the beautiful Neela Pawaru. Geeta Baldeo, good night to you. Deepa Dasrat, how are you? Rocky. Someone said they want to hear Apache Warrior and Sonia's song. And we are saying happy birthday to the beautiful Razia. Bibi Razak in Florida, happy birthday to you. Radhika Singh, good night to you. Good night to the Caribbean Voice, the entire team. Most of you don't know who they are, but week after week we'll have them on the telephone saying good night to you guys. So keep it locked. Follow us on Facebook. That is the Caribbean Voice. That's the Caribbean Voice on the internet. It's www.caribvoice.org. Do join our Facebook page and on our social media and our website. Follow us. Donations are welcome for school projects, medical supplies as well. And yes, if you would like to give monetary donation, please send a check to The Caribbean Voice. I know time after time folks reach out to Kenneth and myself if you would like to get some money, and I don't like collecting money for anybody. So I said, I insist, send it to The Caribbean Voice, mail a check. The address will be in our chat box. Mail a check payable to The Caribbean Voice, and they will send you a thank you card when they receive it. Radhika, good night to you, and our DJ is all ready for a tune. Let's go.
Here comes a thing. Oh, baby, come on. Never leave me alone. I want you back in the love zone. Sonia, warrior.
Love, la 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 la.
You're my heart and soul, girl.
Love, la 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 la.
Yeah, find another love like yours.
तू ही वही दिल ने जिसे अपना कहा, तू ही चाहा, मैं हूँ वहाँ, अब तू ये जीना, तेरी बिन ये सजा।
The love him with the wall.
मिल जाए इस तरह, तू लहरी जिस तरह, ओ मिल जाए इस तरह, तू लहरी जिस तरह, फिर हो ना जुदा, ये वादा रहा।
No girl can't take your space.
तू ही वही दिल ने जिसे अपना कहा, तू ही चाहा, मैं हूँ वहाँ, अब तू ये जीना, तेरी बिन ये सजा।
Not a minute or a second don't pass when I don't think about.
Diana Shivram, good night to you. Maureen Ramcharan, and someone said Apache Warrior and the beautiful Sonia from Guyana. Here you go, guys. Enjoy.
Can't find another love like yours. Come me know that you're genuine. Yeah, me know that you're genuine. Know that you're genuine. Know that you're genuine and so true, girl.
मैं आवाज़ हो तो तू है गीत मेरा।
Yeah, me know say you're good and you are God's sin. Watch your back in my life. No matter where you win.
मैं आवाज़ हो तो तू है गीत मेरा, जहाँ से निराला मन में तू मेरा। मिल जाए इस तरह, तू लहरी जिस तरह, ओ मिल जाए इस तरह, तू लहरी जिस तरह, फिर हो ना जुदा, ये वादा रहा।
And you alone can make me happy.
तू ही वही दिल ने जिसे अपना कहा, तू ही चाहा, मैं हूँ वहाँ, तू ये जीना, तेरी बिन ये सजा।
Yeah, find another love like yours.
तू मिल जाए इस तरह, तू लहरी जिस तरह, फिर हो ना जुदा, ये वादा रहा।
You alone me want and I want nobody else. Since you did that live is like I losing myself. Loneliness is a good for me health. I'd rather have your loving more than riches or wealth. Like butter in a sun and so me heart just a melt. No road can describe all this pain that I felt. Girl, me know, say, you are God sent. Me want you in my life, girl, no matter where you went.
Love, la 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 la.
You are the queen in my life.
Love, la 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 la.
You're my first lady. You're the queen in my life. You are my first lady. About time now to make some cute baby. And me and you fit then no ifs or maybe. The loving when me give you, girl, it drive me crazy. You're my heart, you're my soul, you're my destiny. So make we live a life real happily. This girl I try take your space, but now worry with she. And you alone can make me happy.
That is Mr. Apache Warrior, well-known guy in New York and Guyana, and believe me, he's been to Holland. When no one went to Holland, Apache was the first one that went to Holland from our West Indian community that I've known of.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a great accomplishment.
Deepa Das would like to have him sing Kali Salam, but I'm not sure. I guess Apache Warrior up for a challenge. Kali Salam by yours truly, John Nima. Thank you very much. Sonia is also beautiful from Guyana. We have such humble artists in Guyana, and a lot of them need the push they need to get out there, because you know we keep of every program we have in New York, they keep having headliners from around the world. What happened about our very own Guyanese? They have talent as well.
That's
so
right.
Getting back to our featured topic, when I said, you know what, they asked, can you get a headliner from somewhere? I said, no, we put our natural singers, because singers now, they put on a CD or they play something and they're lip syncing. These artists are singing naturally. If they make a mistake, which they don't normally do, you could see it. But it takes a lot from these singers to go out there and sing naturally. It's easier for one of the big headliners to go and sing because they don't rehearse. They put on a CD, as I said, or a flash drive or a track, and they sing like that. They lip sync. So we have to say thank you to the upcoming artists from Guyana. They're all working very hard. And yes, I'm so happy that they call me. A lot of folks call me when they have their song coming out first. They will call me, and I've been there, done that so many times. But I take it upon myself to put it out there, whether I play it on my program on Thursdays or we play it here. Thank you for reaching out and sharing your talent with us, the Caribbean Voice and Shania's Musical Sensation. Rocky, thank you very much. And I know someone special is locked on.
And that's Una Prasad, always a special lady.
And the beautiful Nasima Rohaman from Toronto. Good night to you guys. Chutney Wine is heading to Claremont and Ocala. The date is August 23rd and 24th, Gabby Banquet Hall. Get your tickets, support We Got Your Back organization. Big up to Mr. Buddy Singh and his team for doing a fantastic job. You've been seeing all the distribution he did in Guyana.
And I know that we also, the Caribbean Voice, has a lot of stuff in Guyana.
We also, yes.
I think we are waiting for maybe to clear them at immigration.
I think they are cleared from the customs already, and they're ready to be distributed. So you'll see pictures. There's so much things going on, and we want to share everything we do. We would like to share it with you, the viewers out there. We'll have a slideshow. If you know someone in need, and I know Ken, this is, I must say thank you to you for contributing. Most of those medical supplies, when I collect 50%, Ken is right behind me with another 50%. So it's a team effort. We collect Pampers, wheelchair walker, hampers, and clothing. And, I've been doing this for quite some time. It's not new to me. I've been doing almost 10 years, but I start, as they say, charity begins at home.
Right.
And I started giving out, whether it was barrels and barrels of clothes 2 times a year, 3 times a year. I would send stuff door to door. So it was easier for me. Pick up something, mail it to someone that need it. No hassle. It goes in front of your door. You get it. No problem. If you need a wheelchair, reach out to us. The Caribbean Voice. Ken is doing a fantastic job. We also have in Florida, Satesh Udayaram. They're reaching out to him and giving him donations as well. And when we reach to a certain amount, whether it's a 1 pallet or 2 pallet, we started with 1 for the Caribbean Voice, and we went to 2 within the 6-month period. And we have a lot more things coming up.
Yes, actually, and a good thing is that people see what we're doing, and within the past two days, in fact, today alone, I got 2 calls to go pick up some Pampers and so on. So that's a good thing. And keep calling us, guys, if you have Pampers or whatever you have, commode, shower chair. Call us. We'll come pick it up. It might be useless
to you guys. We see it on the streets, and Ken will stop and pick it up, or I'll stop and pick it up, because I know the need is there for Guyana. And I have a call in Astoria, and Ken was there when the elderly guy from Astoria came, and he saw me on TV. It was 4 o'clock. He was watching my program, and then 6 o'clock he came down to the Caribbean Cabana and said, Shanaz, I had to meet you. I have a wheelchair and a commode to give to you.
And he was like on Shanaz like white and rice. But that's a good thing. It's good to have people that, want to give.
That's right. You have to have that heart to give and to want to make a difference. Not everybody's cut out for, giving on non-for-profit work. But guys, it starts from somewhere. Giving is not just something that comes to you. As long, give small portion of what you get. You don't have to put yourself in expense. Whether you're going through your closet, we're going to be doing a coat drive for the Lions Club. We're going to be doing a food pantry. So giving is always in me, and helping is what I do. Not forgetting the Lions Club will be leading the parade when it comes to that big parade coming up September, our Labor Day parade. Yours truly will be there representing the Caribbean Voice. And yes, Lions Club, big up to the Lions Club for organizing a fun and put together family day last Saturday at the park. Hey, Varshini Kendernat is locked on. Nasima Rohaman, Rocky, and who's this guy again? He's asking to pull up. I believe he loves Apache Warrior and Sonia, Deepa Dasrat, Rajiv.
Nandalal, he's in studio.
John Namat, thank you very much.
He's playing with his cousin.
And we always have a live audience in our studio, and that's because Kenneth always have the full support of his family members, which means he's doing a wonderful job. Family means a lot, and if you can't have your support of your friends and your family, how can you ask for the support of your community? You have to start within as you rotate around, you know. It means a lot that my family, I must say, they're very religious, but they're not into show business and concert, but 30 of them bought tickets just because they know of what we're doing, and because I came to Guyana to do that. They bought tickets, and they were in our live feed on Facebook as well. So, you know, they must like that you're doing something from the bottom of your heart.
And I want to say, I know you would not say those, Shanaz, but your mother has been working so hard for the Caribbean Voice, and it's doing
She sold 80 tickets, and she's not even a member of the Caribbean Voice. She sold 80 tickets for us. So, you know,
so Mama, thank you very much for selling the tickets.
That's right.
And supporting your daughter too.
And she said, Shanaz, you were supposed to have a billboard 2 years ago in Guyana. Billboards in Guyana with SMS. Also on air on Channel 19. So big things are happening, and it feels good having my family support. My father's side, my mother's side, you know. When they give you all that support and energy, anything is possible. Live nice, live humbly, live lovingly with your family and friends. It's summer. Make time for your kids. Remember, make time for your kids. Your kids are fantastic, Ken, and I know they have a loving family household. They could speak to you at any time about anything.
And the DJ too.
And the DJs.
And his brother and sister.
And the chefs. You know, we have a full team here. We're going to have makeup artists soon. And hairstylists. That's because they love what we're doing, and we are the Caribbean Voice. Spreading love is what we do best. If you would like to reach out to us, that is the Caribbean Voice on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook as well, www.caribvoice.org on the website, and you'll see what an amazing job the Caribbean Voice is doing. It's all about no to suicide, domestic violence, alcoholism, and child abuse. Get involved, make a difference. Mr. John Namat, good night to you. Auntie Una, how you doing? Thank you, thank you. Terry G also is a very good supporter of the Caribbean Voice.
He's our spokesperson.
Yes, and all the upcoming artists are there. They said, Shanaz, whenever you need it, we're there to do it. So thank you guys for your love and your support, all in one package. We're here to love you. You have to love yourself to love others.
I see Paulette Jaikaran tune in. Thank you very much. Again, guys, before we close the program, I would like to let you know, please share our message. Please share our program tonight. Also, Sunday coming would be a very interesting interview with myself and Dr. Indra Sinanan. She is a cardiologist. She's a doctor. And we'll talk everything about the cardiac. We talk about chest pain, heart health, diet. We'll talk about the stents and so on, and medication. So much information. And also, if you can get the older population to tune in on even one TV or on the phone, please do so. It's a lot of information we'll be sharing on Saturday. It will be a special edition of the Mind-Body Connection.
Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. This Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. The Caribbean Voice presentation of the Mind-Body Connection special episode. And when you think of cardiac and you think of heart health, anything health-wise, you don't have to be an age limit to join. Get involved. Your health is your wealth. And the more you know about your body, the more you'll be able to take care of it. Because guess what? No one could take care of your body better than you. So get involved in your healthcare. Hey, Naomi Ramdas. Good night to you. John from Queens. The beautiful Naomi is watching us. Maria Harris. Thank you guys very much. Auntie Nalini and Michael Naidu. DJ Fest. And we urge you guys to organize a little candlelight vigil. September 10th is World Prevention Day.
That's right.
National Suicide Prevention Day. Get a picture of your group and tag us, the Caribbean Voice. Hashtag us, and we will love to see your participation.
That's right. Until we're going to close, we're going to play one more song for you guys.
Yes. And I can't say what it is because the DJ didn't tell me as yet. Is one of his selection for all the wonderful viewers right here on Island Zone Radio. Thank you for tuning in to Island Zone Radio, the Caribbean Voice presentation of the Mind-Body Connection, upcoming next Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. Mr. Kenneth and the doctor, and you'll see all your questions will be answered. Free consultation, I must say. I'll be joining that. Nalini, good night to you. And hey, so many wonderful things coming up. Follow us on Facebook. That is the Caribbean Voice. Our Facebook media page where you could follow us is this one, Carib Voice Media, where we go live on all our interviews. You never know what's coming up next, who's on the other line on the telephone. Maybe it's Anand Budram, maybe it's someone from Barbados, maybe it's someone from Jamaica.
That's right.
Or
St. Vincent.
Guyana, St. Vincent, and the rest of the world that would like to get in touch with the Caribbean Voice. Guys, enjoy the song. Well, did someone say Gunga Ghana? Well, this is a song for the night. September 14th is Amazur Concert Hall, and we'll see Kenneth. You guys seen him live on Facebook doing the Gunga Ghana dance for Father's Day. It's still fresh in my memory, and you'll see him on stage with the Dubraj, the guy who sang, the original singer for this song. Amazur Concert Hall, September 14th. See you there. Enjoy.
गाना मेरा जादूगरी सुन लो मेरा दुश्मनी कान खोलो मेरा गाना को मैं हूँ तेरा गुरु ज्ञान पढ़ो सब परिवार ऊचुर मनावे सब परिवार
Bibi Razak, enjoy your birthday. Special dedication to you. Let's go.
Gunga Gana, gawe, Gunga Gana, gawe, Gunga Gana, gawe, Gunga Gana, gawe. Sab parivar uchur manawe, sab parivar uchur manawe, Gunga Gana, gawe.
Washing machines in Guyana. So hey guys,
they still love Ganga Ghana though. They love the song Ganga
right.
Ghana.
As they say, it's Guyana national anthem. This song Gunga Ghana. Guys, come on down. Amazur Concert Hall, September 14th. It's presented by the beautiful Multi and Island Zone Radio team. Big up the DJ Thunder.
Gunga Gana, gawe, Gunga Gana.
keep you dancing. As they say, dancing is the best exercise, whether you're washing the clothes and hanging up or just sweeping the house. Remember to put some dancing. Dancing is the best exercise. DJ Tanda, good night, good night. Arvin Manbod, how are you? Bibi Mohammed, Paulette, Jaikaran, John Nimat, good night to you. And someone said they're still washing the clothes and hang it up. Rocky, how you doing? Sing that song while you're doing your dishes, and it'll be a little bit more interesting.
And it's good for your heart health too.
It's good
dancing.
For you. Less stress. Be happy. Spread some joy. Spread some love. And we're reading all the comments, guys. Thank you. Stanley Ramsran is dancing. John Namad, Bibi Razak, enjoy your birthday. Linai, Rocky, how you're doing? Thank you, guys, for making us a part of your Monday. Every Monday, right here on Island Zone Radio, 8 to 10 p.m., the Caribbean Voice presentation of the Mind-Body Connection. If you would like to be in our studio any Monday, call us, reach out to Mr. Anand Budram, Kenneth Ramprasad, or myself. We'll love to have you as a guest. And yes, we do have fun, because fun is what makes life a little bit better.
That's right.
And until next time,
have a very pleasant week ahead of you. Again, always listen to somebody, and as you always say, you ask how you're doing. And please, guys, don't forget, on Sunday I'll have a special edition of the Mind-Body Connection, and we'll talk everything about cardiac issue with Dr. Idris Sinanan.
get your questions and have a pen and paper to write down all the information they'll be sharing with you. Bibi Razak, good night to you. Ranita, Jeffrey, let's go with Gunga Ghana. Bibi Razak, thank you very much. And it's a fun and it's a pleasure being in your presence. Sharing your time with us makes us happy. Every Monday right here on Island Zone Radio, 8 to 10 p.m. And that is September 14th, Amazor Concert Hall for the guy who sang Gunga Ghana, the original singer. Good night to you from SMS and
Ken Rampersad.
And the entire cast from the Caribbean Voice. Good night. Have a productive week ahead. And remember to ask someone how they're doing today.
I'm not leaving, that's impossible to do. Cause if you want me to go, you can't be looking the way you do. You can't be cooking the way you do. You can't be hooking me. If you want me to go, you can't be looking the way you do. You can't be walking the way you do. Because you're hooking me. Come on. I don't know what to do, so I'm pleading. Plus you ain't give me no reason. You tell me this is the end of the season. Mash up everything, just so. But you don't understand when you watch me. I said I see that I win the lottery. How you go pick up just so and then dump me? No, baby, no. But your back on me clothes in a garbage bag. You put it on the ground by the roadside. You tell me get out your place to come inside. Baby, don't do it that. You go break my heart. Can't believe you're ready to give up on me just so. Cause if you want me to go, you can't be looking the way you do. You can't be cooking the way you do. You can't be hooking me. If you want me to go, you can't be looking the way you do. You can't be walking the way you do. Because you're hooking me. No matter what I say, you were hearing. You say the love disappearing. On the drawer and cupboard you're clearing. Mash up with dress so. When I met you, Marsha, you tell me, hey, that is a trophy. So